Okay, so this is a couple of days after the unboxing. Um, I just got them finished and stuff. It took me a couple of days mostly because I was busy and also I had a few problems with it. And I mean, it's kind of my bad on that part, but there's another thing I kind of forgot to fix or like look at before I put it back together the first time. So the first problem that it had was the motor was bad in the head. So I replaced that, put a different motor in it, and it worked. And then anytime the head would go up, it seemed like it get stuck sometimes or something. So I thought when I took the original motor out, the split gear was stuck in the gearbox. So I thought the gear that was split was getting the gear stuck, so that's why the head was getting stuck. So I took the fish apart, took the gearbox apart to see if I can take the gear out. It ended up not being the motor shaft. It ended up being the spring gear that had a broken tooth on it. So I ended up fixing that. And then once I got that fixed, I think this is like the first or second day I was working on it is when I got that fixed. And I was thinking the gear was splitting in the mouth because it was moving, but I heard it ticking. So I kind of forgot to look at that because I was working on the head for so long, so I put it back together. And then I could hear the mouth ticking, so I was like, whatever, I'll just replace it whenever it splits. And then, like, I tested probably 2 or 3 times, and then the mouth stopped moving. It, like, was twitching. So when it did that, I could tell it wasn't a split gear. It ended up being the mouth lever ended up breaking. So I went back and fixed that. And I ended up replacing the gear anyways, just so it has a new gear. So the old gear might have been a little split anyways, but I just replaced it. But yeah, it should fully work, and hopefully it stays like that for a while. I'm just scared it's going to break some again, but it should be fine, hopefully. I'll show it now.
Listen to me, baby. Oh, you see the window. Look like the sea. Oh, I see the window. Look like the sky. Oh, inside the window. Just you and me, baby. I need to make you see what you mean to me. I feel like you can't have been. You were there that I knew. When I get out waiting, it was the call I say, yeah, yeah. It was the call I say, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think that's probably the best that mouth moved like ever since I first tested it anyways. Something else I was gonna say, I didn't think I'd make this video like a couple days later, but I was gonna say sorry for when I did the unboxing video I sounded like dead. I just like woke up like right before I did the video, so that's why I just sound like, I don't know, just monotone, I guess. So I just wanted to say that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. This is one of my favorite fish. I'm pretty sure I said that in the other video, but yeah, it's always been one of my favorite fish. I've always wanted it. So I'm really happy that I finally got one. And something else I do want to mention before I end the video is this one. I've noticed a few other ones are like that too, but this one doesn't have the adapter port. And it's funny because it has the wires for the adapter port in the fish, but they just taped it down. I'm guessing factory did that. They just taped the wires down, just didn't put them adapter port, which is so weird. But I think a couple other ones are like that too, so it's just odd. But yeah, that's about it. So thank you for watching.